The battle between Ford and Tesla has been nothing short of intense in the electric vehicle industry. Both companies have been jostling for market share, with Ford recently committing a staggering $500 billion to invest in the EV market over the next 5 years. However, in a shocking turn of events, the CEO of Ford has admitted that they were horribly wrong about Tesla. But what did he mean by that? And what could this mean for the future of the electric vehicle market? Let's dive in and find out. A recent announcement from the CEO of Ford, Jim Farley, left the internet speechless. Jim Farley, CEO of Ford, said, "We have every intention of being the #1 electric pickup maker, and then we plan to challenge Tesla and all comers to become the top EV maker in the world." Jim Farley's announcement shook Elon Musk. The electric vehicle market has been an ever-evolving and competitive space, with players like Tesla, General Motors, and Ford vying for a larger share. Elon Musk, the visionary behind Tesla, has been at the forefront of the electric vehicle revolution, and his company's success has been enviable to say the least. However, the recent developments suggest that there may be a new challenge on the horizon. Ford, a company in the automobile business for over a century, has decided to take on Tesla head-on. Despite losing money on every electric vehicle sold, Ford has committed a staggering $500 billion to invest in the EV market over the next 5 years. This move by Ford surprised many, especially after Elon Musk had criticized the company's business strategies in the past. But Ford is determined to prove Musk wrong and show the world that they, too, can be a force to be reckoned with in the EV space. To achieve this goal, Ford is planning to rethink and rework its manufacturing process and marketing strategies and explore every challenge out there. The company has set its sights on surpassing Tesla and taking a stake in Elon Musk's reign as the king of the EV industry. This could be a major turning point in the history of the electric vehicle industry. With giants like Ford and Tesla going head-to-head means more affordable electric vehicles, better infrastructure, and more widespread adoption of electric vehicles. So the electric vehicle market is poised for a major upheaval, and who will come out on top remains to be seen. Will it be the reigning champion Tesla or the challenger Ford? We will find out further in this video. Ford challenges Tesla in terms of electric cars. Is there now a secret battle between Elon Musk and Jim Farley? Ford, one of the most promising automobile brands in the modern world, was started by Henry Ford in 1903 with the vision of vertical integration, which is to cut down on the production costs of cars by taking care of the entire supply chain from manufacturing parts and materials to operating and fixing them, and to maintain the quality at the same time instead of relying on suppliers and importing parts at high rates. Subsequently, in 1928, the first vertical integrated and advanced River Rogue superfactory was established in Dearborn, Michigan, in the USA. They went from housing their own power plant, steel mill, to glass factory, railroad, and docks. Henry, though he was initially assumed to be taking up a crazy path, turned out to be the most intelligent one to differentiate his own company from its rivals. As a result, the price of the Model T was lowered from $950 to a mere $360 from 1908 to 1930. Thanks to his unique idea, over 1 million people in the US could own cars. Surprisingly enough, Elon Musk copied this strategy to set up an in-house unit of his own and dominated the entire market of the EV industry way before Ford could figure it out. A closer peek into Tesla automobiles would reveal that it designs and manufactures its own vehicles and even stopped hardware and software suppliers from interfering with its industry, which Elon Musk referred to as catalog engineering, thus making huge profits. Ford seems to have set its mind to following the footprint of Tesla and Porsche to modify their age-old strategy and leave these EV giants way behind. From Tesla emulating the growth strategy of Ford to ultimately Ford gathering all its momentum to take over Tesla and stand out as a global leader of EVs. They seem to be each other's biggest competitors and rivals. What is Ford's unrevealed strategy to take over the market? With the current market trends, governmental restrictions, and environmental concerns, Jim Farley, the CEO, could very well predict the future mindset of the population would be inclined more towards electric cars to save their expenses and non-conventional sources of energy. In addition, Ford was wise enough to grasp the concept of low labor charge. They could produce an equal quantity of cars, now with 40% fewer employees and workers than regular combustion engine vehicles. So Ford's EV strategy garnered 200,000 pre-orders around existing model names like the Mustang and especially the F-150 pickup truck, and is paying off in both customer acceptance and cost containment. Within the next 24 months, based on the demand for these products, we would be the number 2 EV automaker, probably close to 600,000 EVs a year globally from Ford's current product lineup, and we don't plan to stop there, said a Ford's North American Chief Operating Officer, Lisa Drake, to the Goldman Sachs-sponsored investor conference in December. The complexity of the product in EV space is much less than at internal combustion engines, and that will allow us to be more efficient with our capital and the labor and the assembly plants. At the conference held in April 2022, Jim revealed the reason behind their failure and how they had to completely replace their off-the-shelf strategy for manufacturing EVs, also called catalog engineering, with the vertical integration method. Ford now seems to explore their horizon to the entire supply chain management, including mining materials required for batteries. Will Ford overtake the king of the EV industry, Tesla, to be the industrial leader of electric cars this year? Volkswagen, General Motors, and Mercedes-Benz don't lag behind Ford in implementing new business strategies and car models, especially when it comes to electric vehicles. On the contrary, they too appear to take up the market by storm before long. Peter Rawlinson, the CEO of Lucid, calls this a technology race, more than just a commodity that benefits the human race. However, Ford aims to manufacture 2 million electric vehicles by 2026, including the all-electric F-150 pickup truck, after establishing a vertically integrated strategy and turning their fortune wheel. They are determined to overtake Tesla in the electric car race, and it seems they are pulling out all the stops to make it happen. According to Lisa Drake, Vice President of Electric Vehicle Industrialization, Ford has learned much from Tesla and is determined to produce low-complexity vehicles while maximizing their assembling facilities. Drake believes that Ford's annual production target of 2 million vehicles by the end of 2026 is achievable, and that they have the installed capacity to make it happen. She added that they have undercalled their volumes for the Mark E, F-150 Lightning, and E-Transit, which are all sold out. They are also hiring former top executives from other technology-leading companies, such as Doug Field, who is known as one of the best engineers in the world, and has worked at Tesla Segway and Apple. Additionally, Alan Clark, the former chief engineer at Tesla, is now at Ford and is helping with their electric vehicles. Many of these new hires are used to operating in a startup or tech company environment, which will help Ford become nimble and quick in this hyper-competitive space. Moreover, the company is changing everything about how they operate for the first time in over a century. They are changing their priorities to keep up with the industry and competitors. They are endeavoring to emulate a secret startup company buried inside Ford, which no one can see, to help them claw back lost ground in the electric car race. They plan to provide transparency to their investors and Wall Street next year, when they start reporting their financials split into 3 business units: electric, commercial, petrol, and diesel. So, Ford is sharpening how they allocate their capital to deliver the capabilities of a traditional automaker with the nimbleness and inventiveness of a startup. The industry has changed, and Ford knows they have to change to win. They believe their potential is larger than anything they've had since building the Model T. The competitors have changed, but Ford is up for the challenge. They are creating a different type of company and plan to win the electric car race. Interestingly, on the other hand, Tesla, aiming to manufacture 5 to 6 million vehicles by 2026, always seems to be one step ahead. Whereas with the current business strategy, Ford just manufacturing 2 million vehicles looks challenging enough. With so many companies trying their luck in the same domain by adopting similar strategies to rule the market, will Ford get luckier? What do you think? Comment below and subscribe for more.